To everyone celebrating Transgender Day of Visibility, I want you to know that your president sees you. Jill, Kamala, Doug, our entire administration sees you for who you are, made in the image of God and deserving of dignity, respect, and support. But we know it's hard when there are those out there who don't see you and don't respect you. For example, the onslaught of anti-transgender state laws attacking you and your families is simply wrong. This administration is standing up for you against all these hateful bills, and we're committed to advancing transgender equality in the classroom, on the playing field, at work, in our military, in our housing and healthcare systems, everywhere, simply everywhere. Today, we're announcing even more steps, but there's always more work to do to end the epidemic of violence against transgender women of color and girls of color, to ensure transgender seniors can age with dignity, and to finally pass a bipartisan Equality Act, to help transgender persons around the world live free from discrimination and violence. Above all, to be there with you. To parents of transgender children, affirming your child's identity is one of the most powerful things you can do to keep them safe and healthy. To any transgender American who's struggling, please know that you're not alone. To parents and children alike, please ask for help and know this: you're so brave, you belong, and we have your back. God bless you all. Be brave.
Get a photo. I'm gonna shift. Amy, do you want to tell them why you're on campus?
Yeah, no, it's International Transgender Day of Visibility, and the White House was good enough to invite me here and be visible, I suppose. And I'm just really, really honored to be here and really grateful that this is being celebrated and that the trans people are being celebrated in a place like this. So yeah.
Amazing. Well, thank you, Amy. We're so thrilled to have you, and you're wearing your Easter pink, so it's looking good.
Yeah.
We coordinated.
Do you want to comment on what the bills you've seen around the nation?
They're really scary, and some of them in particular that are denying medical services to trans youth. Those are life-saving medical treatments, and they will, these bills will cause the deaths of children, and that's really sad to me, and it's really frightening.
Do you see yourself doing any activism or lobbying against any of these efforts at the state level?
It's not at the moment. I am trying to figure out where that sort of advocacy and activism fits into my life. Everything's changed in the last few months, and I'm still playing it by ear. I would like to do more of it, but for right now, I'm just not sure what the right and effective way to do that would be.
And when do you return to the Tournament of Champions?
It will be airing, I'm told, in November. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Are there more actions you think the Biden administration should take to protect trans rights?
No comment on that. I don't want to get involved in that. Yeah.
What are you hoping your visit to the White House accomplishes today?
I think just the same thing that I've been accomplishing, which is just, again, being a trans person out there that isn't monstrous and isn't threatening and is just a normal person like we all are. So the more that people like me can be seen, the harder it is to sustain the myths that are kind of driving a lot of this hate and fear.
What's your message to students living in those states and young children?
Hang in there. I don't think that this is. I think that this backlash right now is temporary. I think that that the country overall is on our side and getting more so every day. And I think it's not going to be too long before these sorts of bills are seen as a thing of the past and no longer what we want to be as a country.
Did you get to meet
Guys,
with the
I've
president?
got to take her. She's got a busy schedule.
One more question, Amanda. Did she get to meet with the president? Did she go to the Oval Office?
Not the president today, but she is slated to. You just left the second gentleman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To meet with trans families?
And she's also doing a roundtable. Yes. Yes. We will send some notes. Thank you, friends. Great to see you all. Thank you, Amy.
Okay, and I'm sorry, I'm just having a tough time. I want to dive a little bit into the Paycheck Protection Program and a bit of what we've seen afterwards. I have One of three reports here that I'd like to present today, a Forbes report detailing some of the revenues that banks have made during the Paycheck Protection Program. And also digging into a little bit of the fact that when it comes to loan forgiveness, Small Business Administration recently opened a portal for small business owners to appeal directly with them for forgiveness. Chase, Bank of America, and PNC have opted out of that direct program. Is that correct, Mr. Demchik, Mr. Diamond, and Mr. Moynihan?
I believe so.
Yeah, I'm not aware of it.
I'm not aware of the answer.
Okay, so for your awareness, your banks have opted out of Paycheck Protection Program forgiveness,
Excuse me, that isn't correct.
with the portal with the SBA. Thank you. I was trying to finish my sentence. Now, I would like to zero in a little bit on Bank of America. Mr. Moynihan, are you aware of how many PPP loans your bank has facilitated on behalf of its customers?
About 400 and almost 500,000, and 95% are forgiven or repaid already. And we're finishing up the rest of them.
How many of those loans, in terms of the percentage, have those loans been forgiven in full as opposed to in part?
The ones that are forgiven are mostly, vast majority be forgiven in full.
In full. What we're starting to see here with some reporting in The Intercept, and this is just one reason why I was curious about the numbers, is that we're starting to see that Bank of America is refusing to forgive some PPP loans in full. But in terms of the portal that Bank of America has set up, it's very difficult to appeal these decisions. And in fact, what we're seeing is that Bank of America had pre-populated a forgiveness amount in their portal, sometimes drastically lower than small business owners had anticipated and had qualified for. And in instances where these small business owners have documentation, there's very little recourse or appeal. Does your portal make it easy to appeal their decisions so that after 2 attempts, the SBA can then take over the case?
Borrowers can appeal. 95% of loans are forgiven and repaid today, so we're only talking about 5% of loans, and a substantial part of those are going through the appeal process as we speak. And so the borrowers can appeal, and we're in the process of finishing up that last 20,000 or so loans. It's a small amount of loans, and they're finishing.
And
the
to
process.
certify that 95% is a full forgiveness amount percent?
Forgiveness and repayment. Some of them,
Full forgiveness, not partial.
the vast majority are full forgiveness, but I can get the data to you.
So is the 90, I apologize, not to, belabor the point, but is that 95% a partial loan forgiveness or a full loan forgiveness rate?
They're getting what the borrowers are applying for the forgiveness entitled in the program. 95% of them have gone through or repaid, and the vast majority of them are full forgiveness, but they're entitled to what the program designed. The government designed the program, and we implemented the program very short notice. 500,000 people, 10,000 people working on this program.
And
Easter weekend working on the program to help those borrowers at the time. And so we're finishing that up. It's just let the process go. And a lot of what you're reading, frankly, is not the facts because it's old. It doesn't understand how the math works. And so just give us some time. We'll give you the facts and you'll see it. It's all in the public record.
What is the reason that Bank of America chose to opt out of the SBA portal?
I can get somebody to give you that. I have no idea of whether, I told you before, I'm not sure we did or didn't, and I have no idea why they would have made the decision, but we are processing loans as fast as anybody.
Okay, and I'm sorry, I'm just having a tough time. This is about $25.2 billion in loan amounts in your bank, correct? And
Not anymore. No, it's down
but
to,
at one point in time. And so we are looking, and so you're uncertain as to why the bank has not chosen to enroll in the SBA portal?
I said we will get you the information. The amount of loans we have left on this thing is a billion or so. It's down to very little amount.
No worries.
It's all paid back. It's all through. The team did a great job, and we're happy to supply the information to you need.
All right, we look forward to it. Thank you very much.